If you've considered moving into a townhouse in Nanaimo but aren't quite sure what you're getting into, you've come to the right place. Today, I'm sharing the pros and cons of townhouse living in Nanaimo on Vancouver Island. Hi, I'm Rita. I'm a local realtor in Nanaimo, BC and the surrounding areas on beautiful Vancouver Island. On this channel, I share all things you'll want to know before making a move here. And if that sounds like something you're into, make sure to hit that subscribe button right away. Today, I'm sharing the pros and cons of choosing a townhouse over a detached home in Nanaimo. And if you stick around till the end, I'll share some of my favorite townhouse complexes in the city. So before we begin, if you don't know what a townhouse is part of a connected complex, sharing walls with adjacent units. They're often arranged in rows, and individual units can be side by side or stacked. So for this reason, townhouses have slightly less privacy than a detached home, but a bit more than an apartment or a condo since you most likely will have your own private outdoor space. Townhouse ownership is typically limited to the interior space, with common areas like parking or parts of the building that are shared like the roof being owned by the strata corporation as tenants in common. Now on to the pros of owning a townhouse. Number one is affordability. So while most of the home resale market in Nanaimo is with detached homes, the city offers a wide variety of housing options to meet any budget, such as townhomes. In Nanaimo, over the last 3 months, the median sale price for a townhome was around $613,000 for a 2 to 3 bedroom unit. So at this price, you're more likely looking at a newer home compared to a 2 to 3 bedroom detached home in this price range, which most likely will require a little bit more TLC. This makes townhomes a great entry point into home ownership for first-time home buyers. Pro number 2 is community living. Townhouses often foster a strong sense of community, and this is due to a lot of shared spaces and close proximity to neighbors, creating lots of opportunities for social interactions. And if you're a member of your strata council, which is the governing body of the strata corporation, you'll be participating in how the strata is run and forming relationships with other caring townhouse owners in your complex. Pro number 3 is low maintenance. So contrary to owning a detached home, with a townhouse, the exterior maintenance is typically taken care of by the strata. This allows residents to enjoy a more relaxed lifestyle and is perfect for those who want home ownership without the hassle of extensive upkeep. Imagine not having to worry about cleaning your gutters or mowing the lawn. Pro number 4 is amenities. Many townhouse complexes in Nanaimo come with communal amenities such as gyms, parks, and even pools. And as a resident, you get to enjoy these facilities without the responsibility of personal maintenance. Now onto the cons of townhouse living in Nanaimo. Number 1 is limited privacy. So as I mentioned, just as townhouse living can foster a strong sense of community, the close proximity to neighbors might mean you're sacrificing a bit of your privacy. And even with a private outdoor space, you'll still most likely be in very close proximity to the people living next to you. So noise and visual disturbances can be a consideration here. Con number 2 is strata fees. So almost any townhouse complex you will encounter will have strata fees, which are to cover shared expenses and maintenance. The amount you pay will be determined by something called your unit entitlement, which is the share of the common property that you own. This is usually determined by a formula that takes into account the size of your home. So as mentioned, the strata fees that you'll be paying will go towards the maintenance of your townhouse complex and go towards either an operating fund, which are the more frequent upkeep items such as gardening, insurance, and garbage removal, or towards the contingency reserve fund for things that occur less than once a year, generally larger repairs. So if you're purchasing a townhouse, it is essential that you budget for this additional cost. The third con is less freedom of design. If you're wanting to find a home that you can customize, you may find townhouse living a bit restrictive. This is because certain bylaws may determine what changes you can make to your strata lot, such as flooring, knocking down a wall, or even remodeling your kitchen. You may need to get written permission before personalizing your space. Con number 4 of townhouse living in Nanaimo is parking challenges. Most people will find that parking and guest parking is much more limited in a townhouse complex. If you're lucky, you could score a unit with a garage and a driveway, but this isn't always the case. And referring back to bylaws, you may also be restricted on the type of vehicles that you park in your driveway, such as recreational vehicles. So for all the reasons I just mentioned above, make sure to read and understand all of the bylaws and rules that will apply to your future townhouse complex. Thanks so much for sticking around this far. And before we move on to my top 3 townhouse complexes in Nanaimo, if this video has helped you so far, make sure to hit that like button. It helps me so much. And subscribe to my channel if you want to be kept up to date on all things Nanaimo. So I've hopped in my car to show you my top 3 townhouse complexes. And this one here that I'm excited to feature is Carmana Muse in the north side of Nanaimo. It's very close to McGirr Elementary, and it's one of the reasons that this townhouse complex is so desirable is the location. You're just steps away from Carmana Park and not too far from the beaches of North Nanaimo either. So it's a very safe community. These were built in 2013. I'm excited to show you inside one of these units. This is unit number 4 at 6189 Nidinat Way, and it's listed by Don Walton with Don Walton and Associates. So let's go have a peek inside and show you around the complex a little bit, and maybe it'll be a fit for you. So we're inside Unit 4 at 6189 Nidinat Way, and already it's so spacious, so much light in here. The reason I really liked this townhouse and when I saw the listing is that the strata fees are quite low for a townhouse in North Nanaimo. They're only around $379 a month. And also the taxes were a little bit lower. So as we all know, Nanaimo has the 3rd highest property taxes in BC. So it's nice to see something with a little bit more of a reasonable property tax. But let me give you a tour. One thing I did want to mention that is definitely a huge pro as well for this unit is it has 2 assigned parking stalls and a ton of street parking. So we did mention earlier the cons of living in a townhouse being the limited parking, but this one definitely has an appropriate amount of parking. So that's a bonus. So here we are at the next townhouse complex that I love in Nanaimo. This one is located in Pleasant Valley, and it's called the Painted Village. As you can imagine, all of the homes here are painted nice bright colors, and it's a beautiful little quaint complex. I really like it. As I mentioned, it is located in Pleasant Valley, and if you want to know more about this neighborhood, you can check out this video where I talk about all the things that make this neighborhood great. Lucky for us, there is a unit that is vacant that we can go explore. It's listed by Jim Greaves and Karen Jordan. So let's go have a look inside and see what this place has to offer. So just like our last townhouse complex, the strata fees here are quite low at only $320 a month. And as mentioned in my video just prior to this, one of the pros of this complex is it does definitely have that community feel. It's a larger complex than the one that's in North Nanaimo than Carmana Muse. So I would imagine that you build some really good neighborly friendships here. Another bonus is there is a garage. The parking is a little bit more limited, but you do have that additional space of having a garage. And one amazing thing about this home is it's 2 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, but 2 of the bathrooms are en suites to the large upstairs bedrooms. So that's pretty cool. So I'll give you a little tour and talk to you after. totally forgot to mention the address. It's Unit 102 at 6057 Dumont Road. It's listed at $549,900 for just over 1,200 square feet. So if this sounds like something that you'd be interested in, I would love to show you around. Just make sure that you get in touch. Finally, we're in South Nanaimo, checking out the South Bend, and this is brand new 3-bed, 4-bathroom townhomes in the south of Nanaimo, not too far from the university. We're lucky enough again to get into the show unit, so I'm going to take you on a little tour in there, and let's see what these new townhomes look like. I did want to show you all quickly before we move upstairs just how awesome this space is downstairs. It's a 1-bedroom with an ensuite with its own separate entrance. So I'm going to flip the camera around and give you a proper kind of visualization of the space, and we'll head upstairs. Well, there you have it. That was my tour of the show home for the South Bend townhouse complexes. They, again, are brand new builds. So the costs of the units that are available right now are between $559,900 and $1,000 and $574,900 plus GST because it is a brand new build. But you get 3-bedroom, 4 bathrooms here, and these homes are presented by Carly Jahelka at Royal LePage Nanaimo. So if you did want to get a tour of this place yourself, let me know. Get in touch by seeing my information in the description of this video. Hopefully I will talk to you soon.